Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Andrew, and I realized I haven't been on here for a couple weeks shooting videos, but I have been watching videos, but YouTube is being really retarded right now, so I can't leave you messages or read the comments for videos or give you guys a thumbs up. So um, Tom Hippies Collectibles told me that I have to add all you guys on Google Plus, so I've been working on doing that. So because it's just been bugging me to watch a video and not be able to leave a comment. So I will be coming back to make comments, but um, I was going to show you guys some of the stuff I picked up over the last however long since I've been on here last. Um, sorry. Um, well, let's just get to it. I went to the bookstore near me. It was a Books a Million, and they had a couple of these on the bargain table. So I picked up How to Build a Robot Army by this guy, Matt D. Wilson. This is kind of cool. It's kind of like a spoof thing. Like it goes through all these chapters and tells you about, how to slay a vampire and how to, in case zombies attack and stuff like that. So kind of neat. He also wrote this one, which I'm sure a few of you guys have seen, the Supervillain Handbook. This one's cool. You go through here and it talks to you about how to build your own supervillain layer. What are the pros and cons to each superpower. Hiring henchmen and stuff like that. This was cool. I think I paid like three or $4 for each of these, but I've had these for quite a while, so I just don't think I've ever showed them. Next, I'm not showing the free comic book day stuff I picked up because, well, to be honest, we all picked up mostly the same stuff, so I'm just gonna say I picked up some of the cool stuff and not a lot of the good stuff. So, I think the coolest thing I ended up picking up on free comic book day was the um, Future's End book. Let's see. I got these a while ago out of a bin. I got Hulk Future Imperfect Part 1 and Part 2. I had some and I had some trade stuff that I traded in to a local shop on Friday, so it was just some random odds and ends, stuff that I was never going to read again or stuff that I only had like one of in the series, so it was just so I went and picked up some stuff at the local shop. First off, I picked up League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, 1910. This is, I think, the first part of the third volume was broken up into three books, I believe, three different time periods. So this is the first one. I was a big League of Extraordinary Gentlemen fan. Next. Now, as I go through these, you'll realize there's absolutely nothing in here that's like a super key rare issue, but it's just a lot of random fun stuff. And so if you're looking for like super awesome rare key issues, probably not gonna find any on this video. So sorry. First off, I had this. I already had this issue, but the A Team Book 1, the A Team Book 2. I got this one with Mr. T wrestling a sumo wrestler, and A Team Book 3. I remember, I remember watching the A Team, and I just couldn't pass those up. Next, the X-Men versus Dracula. This book apparently is a reprint of one of the early on annuals, but it looks pretty cool, and I assume the story would be decent, so I picked it up. Why not? Got a couple of Bat books for my collection. I got Batman number 521, and this is a DC Universe variant. Pretty cool. Got that Kelly Jones art with a hulked out Killer Croc there. I ended up picking up Detective Comics 655, Sam Keith there on the cover. I'm a Daredevil fan, so I ended up picking up Daredevil issue 236. I've always liked this cover, even though it's just a headshot. I just like it. It's got all the heroes and stuff on the edge. Fantastic Four 225 with a, it literally says on here, plus a rare cameo appearance of Thor. So, apparently Thor doesn't do cameos very often, and I've got one, so. Let's see, Black Panther Part 2 of 4 of his miniseries. Let's see. This was interesting. I picked this up because I've seen some of the other ones, and I thought they were neat. It's I'll show you guys. It's the Liberty Annual 2012 from the Comic Book Defense Fund, Legal Defense Fund. And if you remember, not this year but last year, they put out that Walking Dead book, and they had that little governor story about the origin of his little fish tanks. It was originally in this. So it's neat. It's got a bunch of little short stories in it, and it seems pretty cool. So I picked it up to get. The Tony at the shop didn't even know what it was, and I explained it to him, and he almost didn't want to sell it to me. So let's see. I already had this one, but it's in the pile. So Wolverine of the Marvel Comics Presents #1. I actually read the little short story with Wolverine in the beginning of this. It was actually pretty good. He had a ton of these Marvel Comics Presents, so I think I'm going to go back and pick them up because they were like $1 a piece. So I cherry-picked them this time because I was looking for the Weapon X storyline, and I found 3 of them. So here's issue 74, Weapon X, issue 78, and issue 81. I'm wanting to get all like 12 of these, so if any of you guys have extras, I'm more than willing to trade something for them, because I'm almost ashamed to admit this, but I've given Wolverine so much crap for so long that I don't really have a big collection of Wolverine, and now I'm interested in him, so now I want to read it. And I'm also, since I found those, I don't really want to buy the trade. So next I found Legion of Superheroes issue 81. I'm sorry, 61. I bought it strictly for the cover because the cover looked really cool. I picked up Superman Gallery from '93. This book is neat because it's just a bunch of shots from Action Comics and stuff done by different artists. Like, here, I'll give you an example. Here's an example from Superman 213, done by Neil Adams. I showed my wife that this was a Schuster illustration from Superman 11. That's what Superman originally looked like. Here's Frank Miller doing Superman with a little girl, just looking up at a mangled Superman. There's John Byrne. But there's a lot of different artists in here, like, here's Jack Kirby, right here, did this one. And Bernie Wrightson did this one. This was actually one of my favorite ones in here. The one that Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding did. Really cool. But yeah, that's what this whole book is. It's just shots of Superman, and it's that big splash page of Jerry Ordway. George Perez did this one. I love the heat vision on this one. But yeah, that's all this is. It's just little, like, posters of a whole bunch of different Superman done by different artists. Okay, this one I bought because I thought it was kind of funny, and the story in this book is awful, absolutely awful. It's Wolverine and Global Jeopardy. Yes, this is a fundraiser for the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, not wrestling, but the World Wildlife Fund. Yes, and it's got guest starring Kazar, Shauna, and Namor. This book is just absolutely awful. Every other page is a little spread about this animal's in danger, and it has a picture of the animal. Yeah, it was bad, but I've got it. So let's see. I picked up Teen Titans number 22, and I know a while ago Vin Crew had a bunch of his Titans books up, and it the little caption says they call him Brother Blood, so I'm wondering if this is his first appearance. I'm getting into the Titans because I've been a huge fan of George Perez for a long time. And finally, my last book, The Piece de Resistance, the best book, in my opinion, Chuck Norris, Karate Commandos #1. That's right. I saw this and I had to buy it. And I haven't read it yet, but there's nothing you can say about it. It's Chuck Norris and his Karate Commandos. I can tell you that you can't tell on the video, but they used medical tape, that kind that easily tears, to seal most of these books. So I thought that was kind of funny. I applaud them for not using duct tape, but so so yeah, whenever I get my everything sorted out, I'll get back to commenting on your videos, and thanks for watching, guys. So get out there, watch some videos, and leave some comments. See you. Bye.